Hi guys, welcome to another episode of the Dean's List with Miss Kerrigan, where I share tips and tricks to being a successful student in the world of virtual learning. This week's episode 2 is how to check your grades in PowerSchool by using your Clever. Almost all of you are using Clever to get to iReady, to get to Edmodo, to get to all the teachers' assignments and all the various different programs that are being used at our school for virtual learning. PowerSchool, however, is the system that teachers use to take attendance and to enter your grades. It is going to be more important than ever that you are checking your grades on a weekly basis. I know some of you are used to checking them occasionally, and some of you have never ever used this feature through Clever before. But it is going to be important in this virtual world that you're checking them on a regular basis. So let's play a little then versus now. So back then, when we were in school, you did an assignment, you turned it in, and your teacher graded it and handed it back to you. You saw the grade at the top, and you probably were able to estimate just by that on how you were doing. Were you doing great in the class? Did you need a little bit of help? Were you like an A student, a B student, a C student in this particular class? Just by spending 5 days a week at school, a lot of you, just based on your memory, were able to keep up with, I think I'm doing about okay in the class, because you were seeing those daily results, those daily assignments coming back to you from the teacher. You also had the opportunity to have just a quick conversation with your teacher before or after class. Hey, Miss So-and-so, how am I doing in class? And then that teacher would, share with you a little bit about the assignments. But now it's very different. You're submitting assignments, but you're not getting those assignments passed back to you. You're not seeing a paper with a grade at the top. And if you're not checking PowerSchool, you're not going to have any idea of really how you're doing, which is why it's really important, more important than ever, to check grades in PowerSchool on a weekly basis. Okay, I'm gonna show you now how to do that in Clever. So here I am logged into Clever as a student, and I clicked this heart at the top for PowerSchool. But if I hadn't, say it's not marked as one of your favorites, you're going to scroll down and click that little heart here. That heart is going to make sure that PowerSchool stays at the top under your favorites. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click through to PowerSchool, and down here at the bottom where it says go to PowerSchool, I'm going to click go to PowerSchool. And yes, it is a different login than your Clever. And if you don't have your PowerSchool login, then please email me, call me, text me. My phone number is on my website on stluciecharter.org. Let me know, and I will send you your PowerSchool login. So I'm going to go ahead and log in for the first time as this student, and here you're going to see some grades. Okay, quarter 1 is here, quarter 2 is here. Average those two grades together, you have semester 1 that ended in December. That's the first half of the year. Second half of the year is here, quarter 3, and we are now in quarter 4. This is the last quarter of the year. So in this column all the way down are this student's quarter 4 grades. So say you want to know more specifically, you say, okay, I have a B in math. Let me look at the assignment specifically. You click on that B in the quarter 4 column, and you can see all of the assignments and their dates. So here in this particular pre-algebra class, there was a mastery assignment on slope. Mastery means it counts for your final grade. That's the assessment, that's the test. And the student got a 4 out of 5, and they got an 80. The rest of the assignments are put in as practice grades. They don't count towards your final grade, but you can see that practice is important, because how can you ever do well on a mastery assignment if you've never ever practiced that skill? So it's really important that you're doing those practice assignments. Here you can see the dates. These are from last week. This one is from the 9th. The teacher still has to grade it. And then this one is the 13th, which is tomorrow, which means this teacher already put in the practice assignments for this week tomorrow. So I know that if I'm a student in this class, I have 2 10-point practice assignments coming up this week that the teacher is going to put into the grade book. I'm going to go back here to look at the rest of my classes where it says grades and attendance. I'm going to click on grades and attendance, and I'm going to go into another class. So in quarter 4 column down here, I have an 88 in a world history class. I'm going to click on that 88. And here, there's been a lot of assignments already. So I can see here that on some practice assignments, all marked as practice in the beginning, I didn't do so well. I got 3 out of 5. That is a D, but thank goodness they were practice assignments. And then look, as I did more practice on video 3, I got a 5 out of 5. So I got a 100. So clearly, practice is helping me get better. And then when it came to finally taking the mastery assignment for this class, there's been this one mastery assignment, I got a 10 out of 10, so I got 100. That practice was well worth it. And that's how this works, guys. It is checking your grades on a regular basis to stay on top of your classes. Say you see an assignment in here, you're disappointed with the way you performed, you want to take a retest. This is the opportunity, this is the place where you go to look at your grades and then communicate with your teachers. Next episode, next week, I'm going to talk about all the different ways to communicate with your teachers about your grades. But again, it starts here by checking PowerSchool, knowing what your grades are, and then communicating with your teachers. All right, guys. So again, to summarize, checking PowerSchool is going to be more important than ever before. If you're not used to doing this on a regular basis, and by regular, I mean weekly, if not daily, that's how important it is in a virtual world. You're not getting that instant feedback from your teachers. You do need to check your grades in PowerSchool and be aware of how well or how poorly you might be doing, and then in order to communicate with the teacher and take steps to fix it. Because again, if you are not aware of an assignment, say you missed one or you missed a few, communicating with your teacher and saying, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, Mr. So-and-so or Miss So-and-so, I didn't realize I had missed an assignment. Can I please have a few extra days to do it? Or can I please still turn it in if I do it now? I know it was last week, but can I please turn it in? This is the type of communication that your teachers are looking for. They will absolutely grant you the flexibility that you need, but not unless you're reaching out to them and talking to them about these assignments specifically. They are doing the work of grading them and putting them in, and now I need you to do the work of checking them and communicating with your teachers if you need something more or something else. Okay, I miss you guys. I can't wait to see you again in the fall. And again, my phone number and email are on my website, so you can just call me, text me, email me. I'm here to help you with whatever you need. Take care, Knights.